Hello everyone, welcome back. I got some really good ones for you today on this Wednesday, January 10th, 2024. A lot's been going on with the markets, especially in the crypto space. A lot of excitement, rumors, speculation swirling about regarding this pending Bitcoin ETF approval. Kind of want to give you guys my thoughts on the Bitcoin ETF. Certainly creating a heck of a stir in the crypto space, so let's discuss, shall we? First and foremost, personally, I think the Bitcoin ETF, once it's approved, it's going to be a double-edged sword. So on its face, it's a really positive development for the crypto space because you're essentially opening the floodgates to allow untold amounts of institutional grade capital to flow into Bitcoin in the crypto space. That's the good news about this Bitcoin ETF. The bad news is it's going to allow BlackRock, Vanguard, they to really have a better stranglehold on Bitcoin's price. We've always talked on and off about these whales in the crypto space sending prices one way or another. Well, the Bitcoin ETF paves the way for the largest whales on planet Earth to smash the price of Bitcoin or pump the price of Bitcoin whenever they want. We see it with the GLD gold ETF, the SLV iShares silver ETF, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, whoever it is that wants to manipulate precious metals can just dump a bunch of short contracts onto the silver or gold market, pushing the price whichever direction they want. And the good news is, for them, they're doing it completely with paper. It's not like metals are actually physically changing hands. They're just taking a bunch of silver that doesn't exist and dumping it onto the market in the form of a short sale to smash the price down. Once they've wiped out all the retailers, they can swoop back in. Basically, they can just completely rig and control the market. And if you think that's getting into the realm of conspiracy, guys, it's not. You can Google gold and silver manipulation. At one point it was conspiracy back in 2010 when Ted Butler was one of the only market watchers for the precious metal space, implying that JP Morgan was manipulating the silver market. A lot of people, even the gold bugs, were like, nah, dude, you're crazy. That's too far-fetched. Lo and behold, Ted Butler was correct. It's mainstream news now. You can type in gold and silver manipulation, read all about the fines that Goldman Sachs pays, which those fines that these institutions are paying for rigging the precious metals market, that's built into the business model. So if they rig the precious metals market and make $20 million on that trade and pay $5 million in fines, well, they just netted $15 million. They're going to continue to do it all day. And maybe the CFTC, so the Securities Exchange Commission, or the CFTCs, the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, maybe those 3-4 letter agencies that are supposed to be regulators for the markets, they look the other way because they're going to let JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs smash the price of precious metals in order to protect the dollar empire. They don't want people in precious metals. Show me a financial advisor that tells you to go 25% physical gold. You're not going to find these people because they hate gold and they hate silver. So if they can fix it and then have the regulators turn a blind eye or just give them petty little $5 million fines after they've made $20 million, well, they're going to do things like that all day long. It's in the mainstream. That's not conspiracy. And the same future is coming for Bitcoin. That same horrible ability for institutions to send the price higher, lower, destroy retailers, transfer retail trader money legally from their from the retailers' coffers to theirs, legally transferring your wealth from your pockets to theirs, doing all sorts of underhanded, weird, illegal manipulations. Yeah, you're going to start seeing a little bit of that in Bitcoin once you have these Bitcoin ETFs. So that it's kind of like a double-edged sword, you see. Now that there is a Bitcoin ETF, we can bet on the space growing from like 1 trillion to 5 trillion in relatively short order, maybe next 2, 5, 10 years. But on the other side of it, they're going to be able to control the Bitcoin market. So the days of the anarcho-capitalist Bitcoin maxis, libertarian, the cyberpunks, the white hat hackers, guys, those days are over. Wall Street has moved into the crypto space, taken over the crypto space. This Bitcoin ETF is just showing you right there. They're going to have this thing completely under their control, potentially. So I don't like that Larry Fink's getting his Bitcoin ETF so that he can pretty much own the rest of the network. But it is great to have Larry Fink and his friends at BlackRock entering the building with unlimited buying power to pump our bags. So you see, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Moving beyond that, another perspective I'd like to share with you guys. So there's this whole idea that, because we've had the Bitcoin ETF approval coming now for about 6 months, everybody's bought in. So it's going to be people are saying, and I don't agree with it, so just follow me here, but people are saying that it's going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news event. So everyone bought in, waiting for the Bitcoin approval, and then once you get the approval, everyone's going to sell. Because why would you stay? If you speculated and bought into Bitcoin based on a Bitcoin ETF approval, the day you get that approval, you got no reason to stay. You book your profits and you bounce. That's what a lot of people are saying is going to happen. I disagree. My high school logic says that the Bitcoin ETF will get approved and Bitcoin will pump. My college logic says the Bitcoin ETF will get approved and then dump. We gotta destroy these college kids though. We just talked about how the institutions are in the room now. Goldman Sachs' job is to transfer the retailer's wealth from their coffers to his. So I actually think when the Bitcoin ETF gets approved, we're gonna rock it because we're gonna punish all the traders that shorted the approval or all the traders who sold the approval. We gotta punish those guys because they think it's so obvious in their face that they've made their money on the rumor, they're gonna get the approval and then they're gonna bounce. And once they bounce, they might even bet against Bitcoin and try to make some money on the way down. Guys, I think that's completely dangerous. I think all the college kids that are gonna buy the rumor and sell the fact or short the fact are gonna get murdered. I don't know. They're gonna get killed, I think, in my opinion, betting against the Bitcoin ETF approval. Another scenario I could see playing out is the Bitcoin ETF gets delayed, and you might think, oh, well, every trader's on a hair trigger waiting for the Bitcoin ETF to get delayed. So if that ETF gets delayed to like March, you could short Bitcoin there. But there's too many easy opportunities, guys, in my opinion, for people to get short this market, for retailers to get short this market. So I think they're gonna get punished for it. I think anyone that tries to get cute with Bitcoin here going into this approval is gonna get punished. So I think the move is, if you've been into the crypto space, you just stay in. If we do dip, good opportunity to buy those dips because long term, I think the ETF is gonna be really good for the crypto space, regardless of BlackRock having the ability to control it. Still, I think the Bitcoin ETF is gonna be a net positive for the space. So just, trade carefully. Up is down, down is up, while these things kind of unfold. A perfect example of that, yesterday, we got a false alarm that the Bitcoin ETF got approved. Man, I was getting texts from my buddies that were like, hey, we're approved. 5 minutes later, no, it was a hack. The SEC got hacked or their Twitter got hacked. So either Twitter got hacked, X got hacked, or the SEC got hacked. Something happened. But the Bitcoin ETF has not been approved. So it's crazy. You saw Bitcoin dip initially, because again, it was kind of that sell the news moment. But then we started moving back up and we're just bouncing along like a Jack Russell freaking terrier. And also, I don't know if that's I don't know to what extent that could be either an accidental hack or a intentional way to rig and manipulate the markets. I can't answer that, but I can tell you that yesterday we got a false alarm on an approval and then Bitcoin started to sell off and then it popped right back up. And now everyone's saying, hey, did yesterday's false alarm prove that when Bitcoin ETF gets approved, that's a sell the news moment? It's a sell the fact moment. It looks too obvious to me, you guys. So what I personally think is going to happen is this Bitcoin ETF is going to get approved soon too. I really don't think they're going to keep delaying this thing. I think it's already been approved and we're going to learn about it either tomorrow or the next day, like very soon, guys, like next 7 days. I think this Bitcoin ETF is going to get approved and I think we're going to the moon. And I know that's high school logic that after the Bitcoin ETF gets approved, then we pump, but I think it's the perfect chance to wipe out the retailers and punish people who are trying to get cute with Bitcoin. That's really all I got for you guys for right now. We'll reconvene as things progress. Like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about the Bitcoin ETF. That's all I got for you guys for right now. Till next time.